Khorne here, and today I will be showcasing you my Frost Wyrm Doomstack. So I really like making Doomstacks for most of the new monsters we get with each DLC, and I was looking at all the monsters we got, and the Frost Wyrms were really the only good contender for a strong Doomstack, with the others not really catching my eye in any sort of way. The only thing is, though, I really don't like this Doomstack. It's really expensive. It is really not amazing. We're going up against two armies, and even the auto resolve says we're gonna lose this, with the entire army getting buffed, getting killed. So it's not a really good auto resolve Doomstack, and honestly, how large and how expensive these monsters are, I kind of wouldn't ever build them in my campaigns, but I just thought I might as well showcase it. So I put them in Kostaltin's army, because Kostaltin provides Frenzy for his entire army. And I put in two Patriarchs, so that they can buff our army with their battle prayers, I guess. And gave them items such as Helm of Discord and Brass Cleaver to buff our army even more. Also, they are the only way of healing our army with Salyak's Lullaby. But, I mean, at the end of the video, I will give you another way you can heal this army. So stick around. And we're not going to be using the Frost Maiden. I put it in there so I could use her in my campaign, but since we're basically showcasing the Doomstack, we won't be using her. And Kostaltin, aside from Frenzy, doesn't really provide anything to the army. Doesn't buff them in any meaningful way. But neither do the other Kislev legendary lords. Alright, so let's just get into this. Alright, so a really important thing to note about these units is that they're so large that if you give them move orders where they would collide with each other, they're not gonna be able to unstuck themselves. You're gonna have to manually do it, which I really hate about it. And honestly, something like that just makes this Doomstack a lot worse than most monsters Doomstacks, with you just having to micro the army constantly. Alright, we'll give Kostaltin half of these, and these guys the other half, and just charge on in. We first have to get rid of those Sisters of Avalon, because they're the most dangerous unit to these guys. They're just gonna shoot them to death. And we won't be able to heal them with Salyak's Lullaby to full, because they'll be on fire. So gotta really be careful with that. But I mean, at least they look cool as units. That's pretty much it, really. Alright, here comes the pain. Dodging just a bit so that we spread out the damage and not one of them just takes all of it. Can't really do that constantly though. Yeah, you see, one's already at half health. Third health. A third of its health already gone. Right, and the only... Well, the other issue I really don't like about these units is that they're large, extremely large, but they have issues with moving through the enemy infantry. They're not really good at it. Alright, let's start buffing our units a bit, and debuffing their units a bit. Kostaltin can heal up his units, because, well, we're taking a bit of damage. Right, but the only thing is, these units are really good at killing single entities. I mean, just look at the amount of stats you can give them. 144. As soon as Salyak's Thor's Battle Hymn goes down, it's gonna be 100. Right, that's still really high. So they're not really terrible. It's just not great. They're also really expensive. Alright, we could give this army a bit of a heal, but we should probably wait. They're still fairly healthy. I had to heal this army because of this guy. Alright, and here comes Alistair. Let's get rid of him instantly, if we can. Which, you know, they should be able to. We don't really need that right now, we're just winded. Wait for when our vigor drops a bit lower. Alright, get rid of those Sisters of Avalorn completely. Yep, Alistair's going down really fast. So is the Archmage. Yeah, I guess I might as well pop that down. Get our units completely... the vigor back up to 100%. And even though we were fighting in the forest, it doesn't really matter all that much. We got so much melee attack that reducing it by 20% isn't gonna matter. Alright, keep chasing those Sisters of Avalon. And yeah, basically Alistair didn't stand a chance. Couldn't even do that much damage. So yeah, these units are really good at taking out single entities. But aside from that, I wouldn't really say they're amazing. Alright, there's more Sisters of Avalorn there. Let's go for that. Yeah, just keep giving them melee attack. Alright, some Frost Wyrms aren't really having a good time. And, I mean, the AI suicided their archers here, but honestly, shooting through the forest would have just seen them waste their ammunition anyways. Why not? Cast everything. Yeah, considering how much damage these guys are taking, that's really not good for us. Really doesn't bode well for this as a Doomstack. They could probably handle one more army of all of this as at best, but more than that, I don't think they'll be able to handle. I don't think they'll be able to kill 4 full stacks. Like other single entity monsters or lords and heroes, they'll kill really easily. But for being this large, I kind of feel like they don't have a lot of mass. They don't really push through enemy cavalry and infantry with ease. But yeah, if we were to cast some spells into the middle of all of this, we probably would have gotten a much more decisive victory. But we're here just to test out the Frost Wyrms. Right, so Kislev has no more healing left in him, but this guy still has 2 uses, and their Frost Wyrms are fairly healthy in comparison to Kislev. So really, the AI is just focusing on killing Kislev as much as they can. But yeah, I think we're really close to just winning this. Army losses shouldn't be that far off. Alright. Alright, so these units need healing from these guys. Let's get that guy there. The more we heal them, the faster we'll win. So just gotta get him over there. Ah, but that's army losses already. Alright. And the only good thing about this army, I guess, but you could also do this with the snow leopards, is the fact that you can just heal it after a battle. And it's basically be almost full health for the next one. But we took a lot of damage. That's one of the biggest issues I have with it. Ah, these guys didn't get healed. Yeah, these guys, they're full health, basically. Yeah, didn't touch them. But these guys, yeah, they're not looking so great. Alright, close victory as well. Alright, so they did handle 2 full stacks. And if we just attack this again, we would be able to heal these guys more or less to full. And the army would just continue on wreaking havoc. But these units are really expensive. Comparing that to something like... I mean... The Winged Lancers probably not the best comparison, but comparing it to just Streltsy and Akshina Ambushers, or even Light War Sleds, like they're really expensive to maintain. You could basically get 2, or rather 1.5 units of Streltsy for same cost, and probably take less damage in the battle. You'd also be able to heal them up afterwards as well, with the post-battle loot replenishment. The only other issue is, as well, that there's no real way to buff these guys. None of the Kislev legendary lords can buff them in any way. So, Gestalten, not really great. Just Frenzy. Zarina Katerin, you basically can only give them word save. She's also got a Frost Wyrm mount, so if you wanted another Frost Wyrm, you could just give her this army. It would take less damage, but at the same time, it would dish out less damage as well. And if you want to, I guess, exploit the game a bit, you notice how Druzhina Lords have regeneration for embedded Hag Witch heroes for the Lord's army? Well, that actually counts towards every unit in the army. So really, if you just want a strong army and not have to get it to be single entities, just give it to the Druzhina Lord. And have fun in your Kislev campaigns. But yeah, anyways, this is all I got for you today. Thank you all for watching, and until next time.
Khorne fights as one.